So it's 4:45ish, 4:46 in the morning. And I'm awake to sit and read as usual. And yeah, so what am I reading? Okay, I'm reading The Red Palace by June. I think I have a beautiful cover version. This one, this little pretty book. So, why am I reading it? Because I've been watching a lot of K-dramas recently, and I was like, I've been having this on my DVR for like the longest time. So I felt like this is the perfect time to read it. So, and I'm barely like 2 chapters in, but like I feel like it's amazing because it's like watching a K-drama come to life. You know, it's like playing in my head, and I can almost envision the characters, almost. But as usual, I don't really see faces. I just assume there is a face and just not bother to put any work into imagining it out. So like I read thousands of books. Imagining thousands of faces is useless. So yeah, but I think maybe I'll put some actress I've seen in some K-dramas the face very unintentionally because I have already set into this thinking of this is a K-drama. So yeah, I'll let you know about the updates about how it goes and yeah. Where did I say bye? We're not going anywhere. There's still more to the video. Sorry. finished reading The Red Palace by June Pearl, and let's take a moment of silence to appreciate just how good this book is, okay? So, before starting, I had seen some reviews that said it was like a 3-star read for them and whatnot, and I was so skeptical because whenever I go into Goodreads, I always switch on the 5-star reads and then go check the reviews because I do not want to start with the 3-star. For some reason, I saw a 3-star review when I saw this book on Goodreads, and I was so scared. And maybe that's why I had slightly a bit of starting trouble because it took me 4 days to complete this book, which is never happened to me. And that was really quite surprising, but it was better than I could ever imagine. Like, it's like a K-drama at its best form. Now, K-dramas are usually 16 episodes long or 12 to 16, somewhere around that. This one's like a very short K-drama because I was like, once I finished reading, I was like, wait, it's over? Because, with the K-drama mentality, we have like, we have that thing like, oh, it'll take very long to finish. It didn't take that long. So I was quite surprised. It's actually quite short to read. Like, I think I read 7 chapters on the first day, and then I did not read for 2 days. I was finding things somehow to procrastinate, and then I ended up reading some mangas and whatnot. But I'm back, and I finished reading this yesterday, and oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so here now, I will forever, ever love her. Because she's someone you can, relate to in maybe not completely, but like that small similarities. Like, I found myself relating to a lot with her issues with her parents. Like, it's not as severe as hers, obviously. Hers is like another level. But like that small disparities you have, you enlarge it like 5,000 times, and that's her issues. And that was like, even though it was an exaggerated version, I was like, if you tone it down, she's kind of similar to me. So I found that really interesting. And also the way the story was written now, it's quite beautiful. It's like prose. Is it beautiful as in like poetry? No. Is it poetic? No. But it is beautiful because the words she used, it conveys what she's trying to tell us, and it's amazing in that manner. But at the same time, it's quite easy because sometimes the books, they're like super poetical and like there are too many fancy words and it's kind of hard, but this does not have that. It's so nice, it's super easy to read. And what else? Eugen. Okay, so I'm hoping I have some command over Korean names after watching some K-dramas, but again, I'm no expert, so my friends should be able to point out when they watch the video whether I went wrong or not. But he is someone. Now, say, this is slow burn at its peak, okay? I usually never read slow burn unless, like, it's a very, I'm desperate. I didn't even realize it was slow burn because it's naturally forming the bond between the two. Like, the way the investigation happens and everything. It's so good. And I also love the fact that this is kind of historical, even though it's not purely historical. It's not like, she's not retelling the tale. She's brought in her own changes, the author, to tell the story from a different perspective. Not a different perspective as such, but it has a little bit of a difference. She even mentions that in her author's note, that this is not the exact story that happened back then, because it's still a controversy. But the way she brought it out, I loved it. The murder mystery, it was so good. Even I did not suspect who the person was. See, not that I'm a great detective, but like when it's books, sometimes, okay, I can't figure out who's the culprit. Like, I just have that intuition. We call it the reader intuition, who's read multiple books. I can kind of figure out who's the sneaky one. But here, it was not at all possible. It felt like an actual K-drama, because whenever K-dramas with mysteries happen, I, for one, cannot figure out who's the culprit, okay? And so, if you love K-dramas, you should definitely read the book, because this is amazing and you will love it, okay? Am I missing out anything? I told about the authors, writing, the characters. Their characters is the best part, I feel. And Gianna, okay, we need to have a special mention for Gianna because She is me in this story. Like, if I'm part of this world, if I had transported myself into this book, I would be Gina. Why? Because she doesn't want to be part of the investigation, but she still ships the main character. Yes, that is me. Because if I lived in such a world, I would never put myself in fear. Put myself in harm. So Gina was like, darling, you can go investigate the murder. I will stay here safe in the palace. I cannot bother with this. And that would exactly be me. I would never involve myself in it. So, special mention for her as well. And yeah, I really love how the topic of parents and the child bond, especially for Hannah, how it comes for her, it was really well written. I really could feel the emotions of the conflict when you have, and it's your parent, but then at the same time, it's you actually feel like you're in her shoes, and that's such a wonderful way of bringing that emotion in. So that's all up as well. Now, so after that, saying all this rant, it's obvious, but this is a 5-star read for me, and yeah, it was amazing. I cannot wait for her second next book, which is, if I'm not wrong, Crane Amongst Wolves. I shall put it up here if I went wrong, the cover as well. It's so pretty. You all should go read it, pre-order it, whatever it is. Because if you haven't read this, read it, you'll realize how good this book is, and then go pre-order the other one. I think the pre-orders are open, I don't remember. If it's not, I will say whatever is information here. But yeah, you should really, really go read it, because this book is amazing. Now, before I go, I have something more interesting to say. Is I got the ARC, aka the, what is it called? Advanced reader copy. Yes, the advanced reader copy of I Hope This Doesn't Find You. Yes, Anne Leon's book. I got it. See, usually I never get arcs. Like, I only started asking, like, requesting for them recently, but I really, really got it this time, and I'm so happy. Like, because see, her books, they're another level, okay? Like, I love her books. I've read both her books, and this time it's real was like one of my favorite reads from this year, and getting this is the best gift I could ever ask for, even though it's not my birthday. And yeah, so I will be spending today reading this, and I'll put it up as another video. So yeah, that is it for my reading vlog, you could say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye, I'll see you guys in my next video.